Today we are going to discuss the topic is variables in C++. The definition of a variable is the value can be changed during the runtime of program. So this is the definition of variables. See here. And why we use variables in our program? So which is mainly used for storing data value. So the variable that is the mainly used for this variable is storing purpose, storing values. And also this is the name of the memory location. This is the name of the memory location. The general form of a variable declaration is, first we have to specify the data type, after leave one space, after that variable name, and finally end with semicolon. So this is the general form for variable declaration. So data type. So C++ has many data type. C++ has many data type. For example, it may be an integer, or it may be a float, or it may be a character. So any data type. If we need to store some whole number means we declare integer type. If we need to store some character means we need to specify character data type. So data type has many data types are available in our C++. And variable name, this is the user defined name. For example, any name, the user gives any name, but this is based, the variable name has some common rule. So this is the general rules for naming variables. The first one is name contain letters, digits or underscore. So whenever we have to declare a variable name, we must follow. So that variable name may be contain letters and digits and underscore. After that, the second rule is names must begin with letter or underscore. So the first character of name should letter or underscore, not a digit. And third one is names are case sensitive. For example, here we have to use my where. So in this name we only caps. So remaining all digits are small digits. So when we are declaring this type of a variable, we used throughout the program we used only this type, that is V only caps, remaining small. For example, we used all our when we declaring we used V caps, but in our program we used small means it shows error. So see here, there are two examples, mywhere and mywhere. One name contains V caps, another name all small names. So these two variable names are different. So this variable names are case sensitive. And fourth one is names cannot contain white spaces or special characters. Okay, so we have to declare a variable. For example, our variable name is naming variable. So we cannot leave any space in between the naming variables. We cannot leave any spaces, and also we cannot use any special character in that variable name. For example, these are all the special characters: exclamation symbol, hash, and then one percentage symbol. So we cannot use this type of symbols in between the variables. And reserved words, so we cannot use as a variable name in reserved words. For example, void is the special meaning. Void is a keyword. It contains some special meaning. So we cannot use this type of preserved words here. And this is the example of variable. So here int main, int is a keyword and this main function returns integer value and open curly braces, after that float x. So here x is a variable name, float is a data type, and in this statement end with semicolon. In C++, every statement end with semicolon. After that the second line, float sum equal to 0. So here sum is a variable name, float is a data type, and equal to 0. So here the first statement is declaring a variable. So when we declaring a variable, we must specify data type and variable name. And the next statement, here we have to initialize the value to this variable. So the sum value is 0. So we assigned 0, this value to some variable. So here we use assignment operator equal to. So the second line is the initialization of value to this variable. So float is a data type, sum is a variable name, and equal to 0. So now the sum value is 0. So there are two types of variables. One is local variable, another one is global variable. So when we are declaring a variable, we have to declare that particular variable in locally or globally. For example, here class person. In this class, it has name variable. This name variable has character data type and also int age. So these two variables are local variables because these two variables are used only in this class, not entire program. If we use throughout the program, means that is a global variable. So here the character and the integer data type variables name and age, here we used only this class, not outside of the program, that is main function or some other class. So these two variables are local variables. Thank you, ma. Next we will see the next concept in some other subject.